So prior to our smart boards, we had just flat screen TVs, so there was no interactivity whatsoever. They've allowed us to have interactive lessons, more engagement with the pupils.
Across the school, everyone was delivering through PowerPoints, just using presenters, click, 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 using the animation and so on, but very much pupils copying down in their books, reading from the screens and so on. It's really, really easy to move from PowerPoint towards the Lumio, starting by using the smart boards interactively, first of all with PowerPoint, and then gradually importing the PowerPoints into Lumio so that our PowerPoint content can be integrated with the gamification, with the activities to start getting pupils more engaged. So instead of it just being delivered on the screen, pupils come up, interact with it, take part with it, or if they're on the computers, then they're engaging as we push our Lumio out to it.
So now the new features within the Lumio software where we can edit the PowerPoints has helped significantly. And we could add in more interactive elements to check understanding, because that's key, and knowledge retrieval is so important. So at the beginning of topics, I find it really helpful. The pupils can come in, they can access it. It's a great starter activity and you can see what they've remembered from the previous lessons, and it supports their delivery, and we can actually assess them. So the assessment for learning is really, really key. It gives the opportunity for the pupils to see how they're progressing, and we can monitor their progression as well.
I've just seen a significant interactivity improvement when pupils are using Lumio. They're just so much more engaged in the lesson. It's made such a difference because they find that they're getting involved in the lesson, as I said, doing activities and so on, rather than just seeing questions on the board and so on. They get involved everything in their lives when they're using phones, when they're using tablets at home, they use games, they play games and so on. So to try and get them seeing Lumio in the same way, and that applies from the 11-year-olds we teach all the way up to the 15, 16-year-olds, I sort of thought, why not be so interactively interested in things like a match game or pairing things up on an activity, but they're so engaged and desperate to play it again and again and again.
Technology in life is everywhere, and I think it's so key to progression in all industry, whether that's medicine all the way through to education. We've got the way that we use technology is advancing all the time, and it needs to be instilled in the people that are going to move on to actually fulfill roles in the future.